Today, for the first time ever, I didn't go to school. Yep, the very first time in my elementary school life I asked for leave. All because I stayed up late reviewing my lessons the night before. I woke up with a pounding headache and felt dizzy. In the morning, my brother thought I was just sleeping in, so he gave me a gentle pat on the butt and asked why I wasn't up yet. My mom quickly answered for me, explaining that I wasn't feeling well. After my dad, brother, and sister left for work and school, I slept until noon. Mom asked if I wanted to see a doctor. I shook my head, feeling a bit less dizzy, and told her I was fine, still worried. She said she'd keep an eye on me and take me to the doctor if things didn't improve. Thankfully, nothing serious happened. The day before yesterday, Mom bought me new test papers. As I started working on the first set of science test papers, I felt more and more unsure. It wasn't that I didn't know how to do it. I could do the problems, but I couldn't answer all the questions perfectly. Last night, I took out my science textbooks to review again. Both my school science textbooks and the orange science reference book looked like they had been through a war. Why were they still not helping? Science is so difficult. I sat at my desk, staring blankly at the science test paper. Mom, who was sitting next to me, tapped the table with her fingers and said,
"Daydreaming again?"
"Mom, science is so hard. Why do you always say science and math are the easiest subjects to score high in?" I turned around, feeling frustrated.
Son, primary school science is about understanding common scientific knowledge in life. What you need to do is connect it to your daily life. Natural common sense and scientific laws are relatively fixed. The same goes for math. The answers are unique. But for subjects like Chinese and English, you need to understand the meaning of each word to express yourself accurately and read widely to appreciate the art of writing. If you master this, you could become a writer like J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter. Mom paused and then continued, "I remember you've memorized the science textbooks several times. You always thought your weakness in science was just the answering skills for open-ended questions. So, what's the problem now? Can I test you?"
Okay, I answered hesitantly and handed her the science textbook. Mom tested me with her funny English pronunciation that only she could understand. Thankfully, her pronunciation didn't stop her from figuring out my problem.
"Son, the issue is you haven't integrated the content you learned. You know all the points, but when it comes to the test, you can't find the answer because you cannot put all together. Look at this question. Find an animal that meets these conditions, has feathers, hatches eggs, is invisible during the day, and comes out at night." This isn't directly in the textbook, but you know it's an owl, right? This requires applying knowledge from the chapters on diversity and cycles.
Mom, makes sense. I indeed failed to understand the whole thing. I carefully reviewed the related contents in the 2 chapters mentioned by Mom, and I accidentally went to bed late.